Hey everybody, how you doing? CJ here. I hope you're all well. And welcome to my Elvis DVD collection part 2. I realised that my last video for part 1 was over 2 hours. My longest video yet. So I'm not going to talk much during this video, and I'm not going to go too much into detail. I'm going to try and give a little bit of info here and there, I think. So, here it is, my Elvis DVD collection, part 2. Now, just a little recap from part 1. As I'm sure all my subscribers know by now, I like replicating things onto CD that's never been released on CD. And what I mean by replicating is the covers. And it's the same really with VHSs in DVD format. Like I got all the DVD releases in this pouch here of my original Elvis movies, which you would have seen in my part 1 video of my Elvis movies. Part 1 of the Elvis DVD collection. And it goes the same way for part 2. Okay? Now, the first part of my Elvis DVDs showed my movies, concerts and specials leading up to a DVD that I created of the day Elvis died and the funeral. We're going to continue from that now and go with specials, documentaries and tributes. I think we've got a few tributes there, ends with a tribute. Okay, so there are a few documentaries here that I have that I do not have the original VHS for, so I haven't replicated the cover, but there's quite a lot that I have. I'm just looking at this now thinking, oh, hang on a minute, I've actually done it for quite a bit. There's also a few as well that I've made up completely from scratch because they have been recorded from the TV and stuff like that, and I put them onto DVD myself. So here goes. This is Elvis, He Touched Their Lives. This was hosted by David Frost, a British presenter who went to America and did this special. Now this is replicated by me from the original VHS tape, which here's the cover for it. I actually have this twice. Well, I did have it twice on VHS, and I only now have it once. But when the one tape got damaged, I still kept the cover. Okay, here's the DVD. Okay, this is a really good DVD. This is now actually available through the Elvis Presley fan clubs, and it's a really cool DVD. But this version that I have on DVD is actually my own digital conversion. Okay, so this next one is a DVD, another replication. This is Elvis. Now this is the VHS cover that I had this in. I actually had a few covers for this, but this was my very favourite cover. I really love this a lot, so I decided to replicate it. Now this is one that I've mainly just backed up all my movies and some of the concerts, but these are the original DVDs that got released, and I still have the original DVD cover that they come in, but sadly this doesn't do anything to me. It doesn't grab my attention and it doesn't attract me in any way. So I really loved the VHS cover growing up, so that's why I replicated. Oh, lovely there. Okay, and if you watched the first video of my Elvis DVD collection, then you'll know exactly why I've done this, as I explained at the beginning of part 1. Of the first video. Next is another great Elvis documentary. I really love this growing up as a kid. This is Elvis Memories, hosted and presented by George Klein, and he interviews a lot of celebrities and members of Elvis's family. And this hasn't officially been released on DVD. I know it's been brought out by, I think it's a bootleg company, I think it is, but it's not an official release. Sorry about the glare and the reflections, I do apologise. And yes, I managed to get into a pink case. Now all of the VHS conversions, they're digital transfers done by myself, so the quality is stunning. Well, I'm happy with it anyway. It's nice, crystal and clear. Okay, now there's a few covers for this one, but this has never been officially released on DVD, and this is, I think, the very best version of Elvis Presley's Graceland. Now this is the 10th anniversary edition that I have on VHS. Okay. Now the reason why I like this version best is because it was before they changed things. This is pretty much how Graceland was when Elvis lived there, and since this one in with Priscilla hosting it, they've done so many changes over the years, but this one is really more, to me, more personal, so I really enjoy this version more than the others. I do have the other tour DVD releases, but for me it's always the one hosted by Elvis, Priscilla Presley. Okay, so here's an original with this original DVD cover and disc. This is The Echo Will Never Die. I really like this. Well, I really like all of them, otherwise I wouldn't have them. That's the disc. Now this is a DVD cover I actually got offline. It is a copy of the DVD cover. I do have the original VHS cover for it now, so I may replicate the VHS because I just like it, but this is pretty cool anyway. However, the disc inside is original. This is Elvis 56. This is pretty cool. I got the cover offline and printed it out because my one got damaged. Sorry about the glare again. But the disc is original. It is an original. Okay, so there was a VHS tape released called Elvis: His Life and Times, and it was basically an edited down version of a two-part documentary that was broadcast here in the UK. And the two-part documentary was, the first part was called I Don't Sound Like Nobody, only I've put here I don't sing like nobody. And the second part was Cut Me and I Bleed. Well, I decided, because I got both parts, I decided to put the DVD together and just use a cover and background and create my own cover for it. So there's the title at the bottom, only I just realised I don't sing like nobody. It's supposed to be I don't sound like nobody, but there we go, it's only me who's going to have this. So this is Life and Times I put there, you know, and I just designed this from scratch. So this is the two-part full complete documentary. There is one going around on YouTube, but the quality is not, it's not 100%. And there's also one being sold as part of the fan club, but that's my disc design and so forth. But again, I think the one that's going round has not been taken from YouTube, and I think it's been like sort of edited. But this is the one that I actually had a version of this on VHS, pre-recorded, that somebody recorded when it was on, and I so happened to buy a bunch of videotapes, and it was included as a pre-recorded tape, so I was very lucky with that. Okay, so here's another one of my replications. This is Joe Esposito My Home Movies of Elvis. Rare exclusive films in colour, personal memories, and behind the scenes. This is brilliant. I do enjoy this. Again, even though this is available for the fan club, this is this DVD here is my digital transfer from my original VHS, and Yes, I managed to get a gold DVD case, so now this was very basic on the cover, on the stick on the videotape, so I just did a basic as well. So yeah. Excuse me. Okay, this was a Australian release called the Elvis Files. This is not the one with Bill Bixby. This is a different version. I believe this version was only released in Australia on DVD. I don't know if anybody can clarify that for me. Again, I apologise for the glare and the reflections. There we go. Okay. Next one is... This is an original cover and an original disc. This is The True Story of Elvis Presley. And that one. See the reflections, eh? See the reflection of my picture of Elvis and Priscilla for the photo shoot that they had, and a picture of Graceland as well. Okay, this one's a double one. This is Sundays with Elvis plus Elvis Presley's America. Again, this is an original cover and an original DVD disc. I love the way this disc is done. I hate the see-through, the clear cases with when it's not going. I may at some point go through things and change DVD cases. Okay, this is a VHS digital transfer again, and the cover is replicated. And at the time there were some issues with my scanner, so what I ended up doing is doing different sections of the cover and then literally from scratch replicating myself with the program the design at the back that says Elvis and the writing. This is The Cult That Is Elvis, also known in America as Mondo Elvis. Now I do have a lot that I do have some that maybe people have seen and think, oh my goodness, why on earth have you got that? At the end of the day, we've all got our different tastes, we've all got our opinions, but at the end of the day, everything is interesting for certain reasons. It's just like the bio movies that came out, which I'll come on to when I show them. Okay, but as I say to everybody, if you haven't got anything positive or nice to say, don't say nothing at all. If you leave a negative comment or an abusive comment or whatever, then the comment will be removed and you will be blocked as a user. So which means you'll be able to see my videos, but you won't be able to comment or like or dislike. So your opinions, well, there we go. Okay, this is another one of my digital transfers. This is the Elvis Files. Now this is the one by Bill Bixby. The real story behind the event that shocked the world. And again, like I said, this is probably one that I have where there is a lot of controversy about, which I don't go into or talk about. I've got my own opinions, I've done my own studying, and I truly believe that Elvis sadly passed away on August 16th, 1977. The unanswered questions have been answered. And if people do their research, they'll find that out. And that's my disc. And it's something I don't talk about with anybody or go into, because at the end of the day, everyone's entitled to an opinion, and there's a little element called respect that, you know, doesn't cost anything. Now this is part 2, the Elvis Files, the Elvis Conspiracy. Another digital transfer from my VHS. I do show these actually, the original VHS tapes in the VHS video that I've done here on YouTube. Some of them are pretty basic, I mean, because I felt that they look good. Okay, now we have... Okay, now I like everything in order, and due to two particular DVDs I couldn't put them in order unless I separated them, and it's a good thing it was a double video. Now this is The Missing Years, and I have checked, they are the same. It's just The Missing Years came out also as a part of a double collection of The Spirit of Elvis, which came... This is an original disc. The cover is taken from a website, and that's the original booklet that came with the double package. But the disc is original, and both documentaries are the same, which is probably the reason why it says disc 2 below. And I'll show you this one as we go along, maybe here and maybe in the other section. So that's that. And then we have, I don't know why this is in a green case, I'll have to swap this, is pretty weird. Okay, the case is a copy that I got from a website. The disc, however, is original. This is Elvis in Hollywood. I've got the original VHS cover for this, so I might replicate the VHS cover. I don't know yet. But this is still pretty sharp. Still pretty crisp. So, and that's the original disc. A green clear case. Okay, I think I'll have to change some of these. Here's another one of my replications. This is from my VHS digital transfer of Return to Splendor. Now I've got Return to Splendor actually uploaded here on my YouTube channel, if I'm correct, but it was done before I'd done the digital transfer, because you see DVD recorders changed over the years, and I have a awesome system now which takes out all hiss. It doesn't leave any lines at the bottom of the screen or anything like that, and like I said, it takes out all the hiss and it digitalizes the screen, and it cost me quite a bit of money, so I'm glad I have that now. So that's Return to Splendor. I enjoy this. I really do enjoy it. Again, this is also another one that's released via the British Elvis fan club, I think, as well, and I think it's imported and so forth. So this is pretty cool. Then we have Young Elvis. God, I remember the first time I seen this as a kid. That's one of my backups. Okay, now this one is another one of my digital transfers. This is, excuse me, The Elvis I Knew, featuring Charlie Hodge, first time on video. So, The Elvis I Knew, Charlie Hodge. Or by Charlie Hodge, should I say. Again and again, sorry about the glare. Like I said, some of the disc designs are basic, but as long as they are good. Okay, now this one I'm going to show you. I'll show them all separate, but I'm going to show you them as they are as well. There was a box set released called All the King's Men, and I'm sure I show that as well because I have got it here. I'm sure I show it in my VHS YouTube video where I show all my VHS tapes. This is All the King's Men. And if you put it on the, I'll try to hold this the best way I can. It forms a picture. I'm not holding that very good, am I? So anyway, it forms a picture on the side when it's on the shelf. Okay, so I'll show you number one. They came in, like I said, 6 volumes. And this is All the King's Men, The Secret Life of Elvis. There's the front cover for that one. Now this is all created from scratch because I didn't have a scanner, so I had to take photographs with my phone, send them to myself via email from my phone, and it was basically just the pictures. But everything else I actually typed. All the writing now that you see here and there It was all reconstruction by myself, directly from scratch. Right, don't worry about showing you the spine of this one. Okay, so I'll just show you a bit close up. Again, I'm really sorry for the reflections, but all the writing I had to, all the text I had to type out myself by hand, and they changed on things changed on each DVD. You see, so again, these are all done by me. I know there's like a box set. There's a good cover going around for like a 6 DVD box set, but I wanted them as I have them, so I replicated them. Let's move these covers back here. This is number 2. This is All the King's Men, Rocket Ride to Stardom. Rocket Ride to Stardom. Then you had All the King's Men, Wild in Hollywood. A picture there with Elvis with a cigarette. Don't know why I'm showing the spine. So as you can tell, the little pictures and the information, things changed. So again, I had to type everything out from scratch. And I don't think I have the templates anymore for these. I don't keep a lot of my templates because, you know, I don't sell bootlegs or anything like that. I just do things for myself, so I don't see the point in keeping them and, you know, cluttering up my hard drives and stuff. This one is The King Comes Back. If you can hear something from coming from this, because I got the fan on, because it is so hot here today. The weather is really warm, really warm. And this one is Collapse of the Kingdom. And then we got the last one then is The Legend Lives On. And so he does, because, you know, Elvis will never die in our hearts. He will always be with us. Okay, so here's one that's not in complete order. This is because well, I'll just tell you about it as I go along. This is Elvis, another one of my digital transfers, like the box sets and everything else. Here is The Great Performances. This one's hosted by Priscilla Presley. Another one of my replications. Oh, I even done the inside for this as well. I managed to get hold of the original VHS tape, because I don't think I show the original VHS tape in my VHS video that I done for YouTube, but I did have it at that point, so I think it was because it was downstairs and I hadn't converted it yet. So this for that. Now this was actually done in 1997. But volumes 1 and 2 was done in the early 90s, and in 1997 this one was done, and a third volume, and they got released in, all of them got released in the box set. Now I do have VHS covers for them, but I think I've got a few repeats, so I'm going to look through them, because I am going to put them in order. It's just because they came out in the box set and they were all like similarities with the cover, I kept them as a set with the year they came out, so a bit gutted on that, but I will correct that. Okay, this was recorded from TV. This is from the biography channel. This is the Presleys, Rock and Roll Royalty. So again, this is one of my creations from scratch. Okay, and that's the disc I did for that. Rock and Roll Royalty is a bit faded now. They'll have to just retouch up on that. Okay, here's an original DVD release. This is the complete story. It's actually in a bad DVD, to be quite honest. A picture of Elvis in the army suit. I believe it's a short form GI Blues. This one I really enjoyed watching when I first got it. I think I watched this God knows how many times. This is He Touched Me, the gospel music of Elvis Presley. This is again another original DVD. Now this came out as 2 volumes on VHS and on DVD, if I'm correct. This one, however, is both volumes in one DVD set. Really enjoyable to watch. Yeah. Volume 2 and Volume 1. Okay, here's one that I created from scratch. This was a documentary on Sky 1, I believe it was, or was it Sky Atlantic? It was off Sky anyway. This is a Taking Care of Elvis. This is about Taking Care of Elvis is not a film about Elvis impersonators or hidden whereabouts of the King of Rock and Roll, but rather the vast legions of ordinary fans out there who underlying loyalty to Elvis Presley has become a baffling phenomenon which premises travel. And these are I think these fans, the fan club from Australia, to come over to Memphis and so forth. So, and originally all of this here, this blue, this is Elvis Presley. It's actually a background that I've used, which can be found online. So there's my spine. Now, probably some of you are thinking, well, if you don't sell them, why have you done them all as if they're original with barcodes and stuff? It's just an effect. You know, it's just to make them look tidy and look cool. Again, yeah, they are basic. But yeah, like I said, as long as they look pretty, pretty tidy and decent, I'm happy. I don't sell them or anything, so Taking Care of Elvis. Okay, this is the single edition of Elvis Presley's Graceland. Complete tour, home movies, career highlights, 4 live performances, official DVD, region worldwide. Like I said, I enjoy all the documentaries of Graceland, but my all-time favourite is the first one that I showed you, with Priscilla Presley hosting it. And I can already see the other one that I'm about to show you next. I know that there's a booklet with it, but to be quite honest, it just says chapter index and so forth and a little bit about it. Now, this DVD, I've got a bit of a story to tell you, because here's another. This is my second. This may be a little sentimental to me for the story that I'm about to tell you. This is the Discovery Channel. This was broadcast, another tour documentary of Graceland. This is actually a pretty cool version, a pretty cool tour as well. Now, the story behind it. I'm fortunate and lucky to be friends with quite a few people who was very close to Elvis, and a few remaining family members as well. I'm quite good friends with, and one of them was the one family member who I've actually sent. I sent a copy of this DVD, my very DVD. I sent a copy of this to her because she's featured in it, and she's a lovely lady who I speak to pretty regular. It's Elvis's cousin, Patsy Anderson Presley, and she is an absolutely lovely lady, and I can't wait until she comes to the UK again next so I can meet her in person. But she is an absolute lovely lady, and I spotted her in here, and I basically messaged asking if she'd had it herself, and she didn't. She didn't have her own copy, so I offered a copy of this. So I done it and I sent it to her, and I feel pretty proud that, you know, I was able to help her and everything. So yeah, story behind that. I love, you know, just thinking about it now. I feel so proud and so happy that I could do that. Okay, so this is a transfer from VHS. This was one of my early transfers. It's not an original. I haven't bought it yet on official DVD. It's not that I don't like it. I mean, there's some that you like more than others, right? With everything. It's a great story, great history behind it. This is Classic Albums Elvis. So I've got the DVD cover offline, and due to problems with the scanner at the time, anything that I got that I've transferred from VHS but have not taken a VHS scan is due to problems with my scanner. And this is my disc design for it. And the reason why I've done it like that, and basically guys, because I do intend to buy the original DVD of it. But at the moment my VHS conversion, again, it's still a digital transfer, and it's still pretty cool. Okay, here's another original DVD. This is Elvis, the final chapter. Okay, now the DVD in here is original. The cover, however, I got off a website which already had a sticker on it. I think I'll have to try another cover site to find a different cover, because the disc is original, so I don't see the point in rebuying it. I may actually have a look for my VHS covers and see if I've been able to pick one up and just redo the cover for it. This is Remembering Elvis. See there, that's actually a sticker that whoever scanned in this cover to put online kept the sticker on there or couldn't take it off for whatever reason. So I'll try and find and, you know, replace it at some point when I have a regashing for my discs. Okay. This is a backup of an original. Like I said, not every DVD. I mean, there's some DVDs here at the back. This is only the first pouch as well. So I've got a lot of DVDs like Behind the Image, the early years, Welcome Home Elvis, Elvis the Movie, Heartbreak Hotel was on. There's quite a few things about the back of here. And I've got another. The other one was a lot bigger than that one. I've just kept that one specifically really for my movies. Anyway, this one is kind of like My Own Movies of Elvis Presley by Joe Esposito, but this one is Elvis, His Best Friends Remembered. His Best Friend Remembers. Sorry about that. Now, a lot of people put this version down for some reason. I don't know why. I enjoyed it, so here we go. Okay, so here's the Great Performances collection. This is Volume 1, Center Stage. Like I said, this is an original. Got the booklets. Okay, this one is The Great Performances, Volume 2, The Man and the Music. Now, I don't like showing things when they're not in order, which is, I think, is another reason why I was holding off trying to do the DVDs do the YouTube videos for my DVD collection. But I've been so overwhelmed with the messages and comments and so forth. I can't thank all my subscribers enough. I really can't. You really do mean a lot to me. And also for those of you who may have seen my videos and not subscribed, but you know, at the end of the day, a view is a view and support is support. So thank you and God bless you all for that. This is Great Performances Volume 3 from the Waist Up. Normally I would show you all the booklets and insides and everything, but I'm trying to keep this one. Okay, so this is a backup that I created to when I was condensing everything. Now this is Elvis Behind the Image, Volumes 1 and 2. Okay, and here is a BBC broadcast of There's Only One Elvis. It's a BBC TV special, August 2002. And here's another one recorded the same year. This is the Elvis Mob. That's what it was broadcast as. So again, the DVD creation from myself. Again, very basic disc. Okay, this one, again, this is a VHS conversion, and I had trouble with my scanner, so I got the cover offline. This is Elvis in June. I think with documentaries and stuff like that, I do enjoy them, but like I said, there are some that I watch more than others. I think, again, it's like personal preference, so this one's a complete backup copy of my original. This is 200 Cadillacs. This is really interesting. I enjoyed watching this. Well, I enjoyed watching them all, but again, there's some that's better than others, I guess. Here's an original cover with original disc. This is Elvis, The Beginning. The story of the Elvis first ever tour in 1954. Told through original Elvis Presley voice recordings, reenactments, and interviews with those who witnessed the beginning of the career of the King. Really interesting, really good story. Really good DVD. Okay, this one is another original cover, original disc. This is Elvis Close Up and Personal. Featuring Scotty Moore, DJ Fontana on the Jordan Is. And I know there's a lot more people on here as well. Here we have Rock Milestones, Elvis Presley, The Rock and Roll Years, the essential albums of all time. This was like a series, I think. This is what we call over here in the UK like a cheap budget release type thing. But the they're interesting DVDs. They're interesting documentaries. This is an original. Then we have another one, Rock Milestones, Elvis Aloha from Hawaii. This is a great DVD featuring the information and the story of Aloha from Hawaii. Don't know why they use that blooming picture though. I mean, they could have used one from the Aloha concert. But there we go. You win some, you lose them, right? Come on, why don't I have my DVDs the right way? That's a really good DVD. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Alright, now this DVD is by somebody who sadly, not very long ago, sadly passed away. And God bless him. This is by Ed Bonja, Elvis, the Colonel, and me. God bless him. He took a lot of famous pictures, very recognizable pictures. The photograph you see on the Elvis album, Elvis is recorded live on stage in Memphis. Yes, that's Ed Bonja, great guy. Okay, now so many VHSs got released over the years and different DVD releases. When they're like what we call like budget DVDs and budget documentaries and so forth, they get like different titles, but they're the same documentary. And this have come under a few titles, and including on VHS, a few different covers, a few different titles, but all the documentaries, the actual documentary is the same. And I had to go through quite a lot of them to dig all the like doubles out that I didn't need, and just stuck with the first edition. This is Elvis Promised Land. Life and Times of Elvis Presley. I think this was released as the Elvis Story on VHS, with a black cover. Then we have another one. Again, I really enjoyed this one. This is the collector's edition DVD, Elvis Presley from the beginning to the end. This is an original. The inside's pretty cool as well. It's given the other DVDs that this company have done. This is Elvis True Stories, the Elvis Presley Anthology, an intimate portrait featuring close personal friends and associates of Elvis. Okay, this was a weird one. I mean, I backed this one up and my cover got damaged. So again, I had to get this covered offline. This is The Lost Elvis Home Movies. Hold the phone, here comes Elvis, the Memphis Flash. Elvis Presley, Sun Records, and how it all began. Awesome DVD, this is awesome. And then we come to 2005, where they released, where they released a book, double CD, and a double DVD of Elvis by the Presleys. I remember watching this on TV for the first time when it came on. I still got the TV broadcast in a pouch, but this is the one that's on the shelf. Do you know what? I'm going to show you the book for this. If I take out the disc 2, so there's a photo in here. That's part of the cover. And there's disc 2. Let's put a little pattern design on there with a feeling to it. I'll show you, not many pages in here, but I'll show you the book for this. That's the fan blowing it. Okay, here's the other one that came in the box set. This is DVD 1 of the Spirit of Memphis package, but the documentary is Elvis: The Last 24 Hours. So I got this covered offline. Because, like I said, I do like things in order as much as I can, and it would have been in order if I'd put. But again, it's the same documentary, exactly the same. So, here we go. Now we have, I have this DVD disc. The disc's original, the cover's a copy, okay? This disc actually came on a birthday card that I had bought me, and it had the free disc attached to it. But I put the disc away, I put the birthday card away, but I wanted to keep this safe as well and watch it and enjoy it. This is Memories of the King. So here's the cover that I got. And this is the disc, the DVD disc that came free with the birthday card. And I remember exactly who I had the birthday card off as well. A lovely lady named Marilyn Walsh. Okay, so now we come to the last DVD for this video. Hopefully this video, when I put it to the editing station, is quicker than the last one. And shorter, I mean. Okay, so we have, for the last DVD, we have a tribute. This is Elvis Lives, the 25th anniversary concerts. Yeah. This is an original DVD. And that's it on my Elvis DVD collection part 2. Hopefully within a few days we will get part 3 up. There is still quite a few DVDs to go. And I also have a pouch because I have DVDs on the shelf. I've got a main DVD shelf and I've got a massive pouch. I've got a massive pouch like this, but it's huge. So, which I will be showing. And then throughout mid-August, I will be doing a spotlight on the 50th anniversary of Elvis. That's the way it is. So, hope you enjoyed, and any questions, please pop a comment. And remember, as always, negative comments will be removed and you as a user will be blocked. Alright, so until the next one, take care, keep safe, keep rocking, and I'll keep rolling. I'll see you soon. Take care.